We streaming?
No, not you.
Okay.
It's warm over there. Mm. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. You ain't talking about shit, Pastor. Well, motherfucker, you already on. You gone for the motherfucker get started. You lost, niggas. You gone. Let me make sure I'm putting the wrong spot off. You got me right?
Yeah. I'm about to start streaming.
Do what?
She got to
I'm
start
about to
streaming.
start streaming. I'm about to start. Okay.
We ready? Am I streaming? Hey, Selena.
Miss Dale, you all right? Yes, ma'am. You just moved your office all over the place, so. That bigger table is in one of these rooms.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything.
Oh, you off tonight?
I ain't never off, day, night, nothing,
I
but I'm not gonna
understand.
do anything.
I truly understand. I told Courtney to stay home today, so I can
Tell him
get
I
some
said
work
happy
done.
birthday.
Yes, it's his birthday. So he is enjoying himself, being by himself. And I'm enjoying myself, being by myself. Got a lot done. Now, Monday we'll pick all this stuff and put it back. But
10 seconds.
next time.
All right.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely positively not. And good Friday evening to you. Welcome again to Steal, the most controversial television talk show anywhere on the planet. Thank you for joining me here as we broadcast on the SBP TV network, coming to you out of Memphis, Tennessee. And welcome again to all of our new viewers over in the central Arkansas area on digital channel 18.8 out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Tonight, I want to deal with a subject that is entitled Is Forgiving Your Enemies
Daddy,
Over
you gotta go to break.
Rape, huh?
You gotta go to break.
Gotta go to break.
Yeah, your audio.
No audio. Is my mic on? Oh, that might be the reason. Hold on.
Turn it on.
I thought it was on. It looked like it was on.
Can you turn it on?
Now, do you have me, T?
Give it a minute.
All right, so let me say all that again.
There it is.
That was it. It was me. Just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely positively not. I didn't have my mic on. I'm better now.
I'm working on my stress
Um,
level.
Tonight, I'm going to deal with a subject in about 10, 15 minutes entitled Is Forgiving Your Enemies Overrated? I want to talk about this situation out of Dallas, Texas. But prior to dealing with that, let me take about 10, 15 minutes to speak on the elections here in the city of Memphis on yesterday. If I was about 10, 15, 20 years younger, this antiquated city, this city that is very unblack by blacks, very unsupportive of blacks by blacks, I leave the city. I, I really would. Last night, I saw some things that totally disturbed me. Politics is politics. You win some, you lose some. I ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people advertised with me. I made money. I my goal for the political season was one thing, and I doubled what my goal was. So I made money off of candidates. Out of what did I say? Just what did I just count? 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those individuals won their races. I guess the race that I was most disappointed with was the mayor's race, where Dr. W. W. Harrington, who 5 times had been elected mayor of the city, the only individual in the race with a track record, lost that race by a significant margin on last night. Jim Strickland's numbers were almost 2 to 1, which within itself makes me suspicious of some things, knowing the history of the Shelby County Election Commission, knowing the history of votes being stolen. But forget that. Forget that, because some will say, well, that's just sour grapes. I do not think that the city of Memphis in the next 4 years is going to progress. Not under the administration of Jim Strickland. But it was sad to see that black people didn't go out and vote. You want to know why Dr. Harrington lost last night? Dr. Harrington lost because black people, who are the majority of the registered voters in the city of Memphis, did not go out and vote. Many persons fell for the age hype. He's 80 years old. We need some young blood. And young bloods didn't go out and vote. We haven't received the numbers for yesterday yet, but 890 some young folk voted in early voting between the ages of 18 and 25. You don't vote. You don't go out and vote. But you fell for the hype. And then much of it has to do with you just not liking the man. You not liking the strong personality. And I understand that, because I have many of you that dislike me, and you don't know me. You just dislike me based on, hell, you need somebody today to dislike. Or you dislike me based on the opinions of others. You dislike me based on what you've heard. And like Dr. Harrington, neither one of us gives a damn about your feelings. And it bothers you that we both can say we don't give a damn about how you feel about us. Many of you allow church bullshitters, pastors who did not even live in the city, pastors who are getting their palms greased by the Strickland administration, pastors who are getting money on the side, round the corner, under the table, at the back door. You allow these nickel and dime pastors who are egomaniacs to crush the black community with black leadership. I don't see where the city has progressed. What did Dr. Harrison do? All of the revitalization that you see going on in this city, downtown, was done under the administration of Dr. W. Harrison. All those new buildings, all those new communities were done under the tenure of Dr. Harrington. The building of the FedEx Forum, the Redbird Stadium, bringing in the Grizzlies, bringing in the Redbirds. All of that happened under the administration of Dr. W. Harrington. All of that. But black people in this country, you think, and in this city, I'm gonna leave the rest of the country out. Black folk in this city think that white folk love you. You're great ass kissers. You have been conditioned to believe that the white man's wallet is colder, his bread is going to taste better. That's the reason not only does Jim Strickland maintain an office, you vote for that walking ass Steve Cohen, who is the congressman of the 9th Congressional District, the 9th Congressional District, a district that was designed to have at least one black representative in Washington. It was designed for that purpose. If you go back and read your history. My feelings on this is, I'm so tired of you ratchet ass Negroes. I am. I'm tired of the Negro who just wants to be seen, who just wants to be in office, who just wants the white man to accept you. You wake up wanting that white man to love you. You go to sleep wanting that white man to love you. Your thought is that I make a white man happy on today. When I look at these politics, Dr. Harrison is going to be fine. And he said that he's finished with politics. But this city is not going to get any better. Jim Strickland tricked you handkerchief head, water carrying Negroes on last night. I looked at his victory party. After pandering to black folk the whole community, the whole election season, playing ball with the little black children in the gymnasium, being seen with black folk, attending all the black folk events. Last night at the victory party, when I looked at it, 99% of the individuals that were present were white. You had your 1% token Negroes. You've got your sellout Negroes. You've got Negroes who will go home and say, I am now in love with Master Jim because Master Jim is going to make sure that my church, my community organization, gets a little tokens from the city. I am strongly disappointed, not because, so much because Dr. Harrington lost, and that is disappointing. In a city that is over 70% black, you think that the white man is the best choice for you. Well, at this point, I'm in that I don't give a damn mode. When it comes to politics from this moment on, it's all about getting paid. I don't give a damn who wins or loses. I've got a TV show, a radio show, and a very high presence on social media. From this point on, it's all about getting paid. Someone asked me today about District 7, and there's a runoff in there between, what's the girl's name? Michael and Easter Thomas and Berlin Boyd. Somebody was crazy enough to ask me today, would you take some money from Berlin Boyd? Yes, in a heartbeat. I don't give a damn about what happens in District 7 as far as a city council person. I don't. I'm telling you point blank, you ain't got to hear it from nobody. If Berlin Boyd brings me some advertising dollars, then I'm going to accept his money. I'm going to run his spots. I don't care who wins. I don't. Well, we need Berlin gone. That's your issue. That's your problem. That's your concern. It ain't mine. My only concern in that district is going to be whether or not I can make some money off of whoever's running for office. Don't care. If Michael and Easter Thomas has some money, then fine. But I don't know whether her handlers, Ricky Pete and State Representative Touche Parkinson, is going to let her bring me my price. Because my price ain't going to change. I'm beyond giving a damn because I see that black folk don't give a damn. You don't give a damn about blackness. You don't care about black folks striving. You don't care about black folk being successful. All you care about is the agenda that you have. And it seems that these Negroes in politics and these shaky bishops, elders, and apostles, all you give a damn about is your motherfucking selves. That's all you care. You holier than down motherfuckers who are getting the white man's money to do his bidding. How come we didn't see none of you niggas last night on the TV? Because he had used you niggas and he don't need you niggas now. Because for the next 4 years, he can do whatever the hell he wants to do. Buy a nigga, use a nigga, discard that nigga. And that's what's going to happen with you rooty-poot ass pastors, bishops, elders, and potentates and apostles. He's going to get rid of you. You're going to find yourself slowly falling from the table. Crime will continue to rise. You're going to see housing downtown Memphis, where 85 to 90% of you that live in those areas now, you're going to lose your houses by developers, by eminent domain, and by being, when they revitalize these areas that you thought was home, that the white folk told you that they were revitalizing so that you could come back to better housing, but you're going to find out you're not going to be able to afford to come back into the area because the plan is that they are going to take over downtown Memphis and the entirety of the inner city. You stupid ass Negroes, you ignorant ass Negroes, you fell for the okie doke. You fell for the plan that was already put in place. The power brokers, the elitists, need Jim Strickland in office to do their bidding. Why do you think he was able to raise $1 million to run for an office that only pays $175,000 a year? Because the big bucks is in the developments and what the developers and the elitists are going to get. They need him because the mayor of, unlike the city administrator, Lee Harris, that calls himself a mayor, he's really not a mayor, he's a manager. The mayor of the city of Memphis has sole contract signing power. So he can sign an unlimited contract. Lee Harris, with his Rudy Poo shake ass, can only sign up to, I think it's about $50,000 without getting commission approval. But I want you Rudy Poo preachers to understand this. The whole sellout group, I'm going to be a thorn in your side. When I hear and can verify information on you, I'm going to expose you. I don't give a damn who you are or how close you think you are to me. And ain't none of y'all close to me. Because if you were close to me, you know I don't sell out even for the dollar. Did Willie Harrington pay? Yes, Willie Harrington paid me. In fact, the only black media that Willie Harrington used was me. I'm sure you've already looked at his disclosures. Yes, he paid me. But so did all these other 13 individuals that advertised on this show. Everybody paid me. I gave 2 or 3 some breaks. Because I knew that if they were in office, they could make some things happen. I'm tired of you coward ass niggas on that city council. That's the reason I'm glad my good friend Ed Ford Sr. kicked the shit. Can I say shit? I done said it now. Kicked the shit out of that choir boy, David Clemens. 67% of the people in District 6 knew that David Clemens was not the person to be elected. Over 6,000 people voted for Ed Ford Sr. I was at the funeral home today. And I told Ed, I said, hey, I got something I want you, you don't go back in officially, but Ed already operating under I am it. I said, Ed, I need you to find out how is it downtown Memphis, places like the Rendezvous, places like several of the hotels can take city streets and charge you a fee. They can put valets on city property, city streets, and charge you $10 per person at a meter that would normally cost $2. Where is the money going to? Ed immediately picked up the phone, made a call. I'm finna get off in y'all ass. See, I'm tired now. And see, y'all ain't giving me shit. I mean, nothing. Y'all ain't giving me nothing. See, Dr. Harrington is hated by his own folk. It ain't the white folk that hate Dr. Harrington. It's you Negroes, you Bible-toting, speaking in tongues, running and jumping, want to have a damn prayer meeting ass niggas. It's you niggas that ain't no damn good to black folk, It's you Negroes that walk around with that white man's Bible, his white man's religion, his doctrines, his theology. It's you Negroes that forget about the awesomeness of God and you serve that white man's God. You believe that your God is a white man. So if you believe that your God is a white man, everything that white boy says, you believe it. Not me. I ain't the good nigga. But I want you good nigga preachers to understand, I'm coming for you. I'm coming at you. Ain't nothing you can do that can control me on the airwaves, either radio or TV. You can control me on social media. Look out. Don't let your indiscretions go public. I'm coming for you. Okay? See, since you a sellout, I'm going to show this community how much of a sellout you are. Because, see, some of you preachers that's screwing some of the good sisters in the church, good sisters in the church has been screwed by the pastor, the married pastor. If he don't buy you that car, that diamond ring, or that fur coat you want, tell them that you're going to tell me. I want you to keep your cards, your letters, and your pictures. Lay it down at pastor's feet. I say, oh, you ain't going to get me that new car. I don't give a damn whether it's the tithes or the offerings or the benevolent fund. I'm needed. Since I'm needed, I want some of the tithes and the offerings. That's what you've been doing. You've been giving it to them. And then I want you sisters, if the pastor don't give it to you, bring that information to me. And if I don't put it up on TV, if I don't post it on social media, ain't a horse in Texas, and they tell me that's where all the cowboys live. You sell out Negroes. You're dangerous to us. Going back to that Negro A.C. Warden. A.C. Warden tried to steal Beale Street while Randall Catron was laying on his deathbed. These sellout Negroes are no good to black folk. So I'm going to do what I do. I look at these races. Ed Ford won, Jamita Swearingen, Patrice Robinson, Martavius Jones, J.B. Smiley, even though I think that he's the snake that you're going to have to watch on the council. He advertised. But I told you that J.B. Smiley didn't have integrity. I told you what he did, but you voted for him. We don't want to hear about it. Okay. Then don't. You got it. But I'm going to watch your every move, JB. And you'll need to already know that Ed Ford Sr. and I are the best of friends. So y'all ain't going to get away with that stuff. See, be careful what you say about folk while you're in those council meetings. Be careful about how you talk about deceiving the people in those council meetings, because Ed gonna bring it back to me. And when Ed brings, and he ain't no coward, he'll cuss your ass out. And that's really not Ed and I get along, because he's cussed me out over the years. We cuss each other out. I'm going to know what's going on. And I'm going to release that information to this community. But as far as caring who wins the office from now on, I care about whoever paid me. I'm in the business of getting paid. That's it. I don't care about none of you Negroes, because you Negroes do not care about the people in the city of this Memphis. You don't care. You know, I look at, and I'm closing now. Uh-oh, I sound like Sunday morning, then I close at least 2-3 times. I look at this race last night, and I look at some of the people that advertised with me, and they lost. Nicole Claiborne, I spoke with Nicole coming in. I said, Nicole, stay visible. Don't stop your fight. Because And Nicole is almost ready to leave Memphis, not because of last night and her loss, but her sentiment was to see that black people could not rally behind Dr. Harrington. Nicole, I said, look, I'll help you stay visible. I'll help you stay relevant in this area of politics. I'll bring you on the air as a guest from time to time. Whatever your project is, we're going to talk about it. David Poole, I talked to him today, and I told David Poole, I learned to like him, not as because he was running for office, but he's a genuine gentleman. He was the only white man that was bold enough to advertise on this show. So you got Jane Chandler for another 8 years, another $1 million, because they make about $150,000 for 8 years. You got her there. Nicole, stay relevant, keep fighting. Brian Salisbury, keep fighting. Tony Green, let me say something. Tony's my friend. And I supported Tony because I don't know nothing about the rest of them Negroes. Hell, she got more votes than Thurston. I guess when you start pulling guns on folk, folk know you can't win no way. Only 200 votes, damn Thurston. Tony is my friend and will forever be my friend. I supported her because she was my friend and she had as much opportunity as anybody else. I know as much about her as I did anybody else. She did not win. And Tony probably didn't even, yeah, she would probably like to have won, but she knew that the odds were against her when she went in. She paid me for her advertising. I gave Tony a break because she's my friend. And I wanted to see her in the race. Memphis, black folk are in a sad state of affairs. Real sad. Real sad. Is 50 Central somebody that needs to go? Because if he is, I don't even want to know what he said. He'll go. It's true, I'm going. I'm not making it up. What you not making it up, brother? So I'm only thing I want is my money. Only thing I won't get mad. So Sherman, you paid me and didn't bring me no commercial. That $3,000 some dollars is gone. Okay, that money gone. This a new. You got 5 weeks. All of these people in the runoff, all 4 of y'all in the runoff need to bring me some money. I'm livid that Rhonda's not, Michael and Easter Thomas is not, because of who their handlers are. Their handlers, these political strategists, want to make all of the money. But my price is $3,500 for the next 5 weeks. That'll include radio and TV. Won't be $1 less. You can take it or you leave it. And if you leave it, then fine. See, the biggest issue is in 5 weeks is getting anybody to go back to the polls again. And who knows what's going to be said and found out about you in 4 weeks, like they did Tammy. 5 weeks, you'll go back to the polls. You'll vote in District 1 and District 7 between Burley and Boyd and Michael and Easter Thomas. Michael, don't let your handlers tell you you don't need to advertise. Here you do. The most watched TV show here. And the only reason that Dr. Harrington lost was because of the preachers, and then many of you who just hate us. He was there too long. He 80-some years old. But you'll go to church Sunday with a pastor that's 88 or 110 years old. You'll go there and hear the word of God from an old ass Negro that can barely get to the pulpit. You'll go for that. Sherman, bring me some money. Rhonda, bring me some money. Berlin, bring me some money. Michaelin, bring me some money. I don't give a damn who wins. It's all about getting paid. That's what it is. If you, both persons in the race, you're running. See, do y'all think that 3, 5, 13, 24, they give a damn? Hell no, they don't care. It's all about the money. And from this point on, it's all about the money. Let me say this, and I'm through with this so I can get into talking about, is forgiving your enemies overrated? All these preachers that I talked about, they get grants. They have relationships with the city and county. So they're going to get benefits from the city. Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministries, a ministry I started 3 years ago, which a lot of you will not attend because you hate me. You don't like me. I'm arrogant, you say. I don't like the way you talk on TV. I just don't like you. You won't come to the church. Sunday morning, I'll have maybe 10 folk in that big ass building I'm in. In that building, I buried your dead with my money. I fed the hungry with my money. I put clothes on your back with my money. I went to the senior citizens places with my money. We did so much. And it's not because money comes through the church. I think Sunday morning we raised right at $200. And I spend about $10,000 every month because I believe in ministry. I believe in what it is that God wants me to do. Not religion. I am not a religionary person. I don't even call myself a Christian. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a spiritual person who believes in God and understands that all that God said is not in them 66 books. But it troubled me, and I've been frustrated the last few days because my desire was to feed people, not at Christmas and Thanksgiving, but it was my desire to feed 500 separate families every month. Every month. People hungry in this city. Poverty is at an all-time high in this city. It's at an all-time high in this city. Hey, Michelle, you gone. And none of these churches are tackling it on a monthly basis. So I decided to do it. Partnership with Memphis Food Bank. Take what they give us, and we're able to buy other things from them, not as much as it costs going to Kroger's, but we've been able to give families 6 and 7 bags of groceries with not just the commodities from the USDA, but we purchase food to stretch families out. This tomorrow would have been our third month. First month, 242 families. Last month, 317. I had to come to a decision based on the fact that the money that comes through the church is limited, and I've used my resources that is hurting my personal living, hurting my businesses, because I'm taking money from TV and radio and other things I got my hands in to fund completely a ministry. I get a lot of tourists that come in, and I'm grateful for the tourists, but people won't come here in the city of Memphis. I'm not supported by pastors. I'm not invited to anybody's church. Oh God, no. We ain't gonna have you over here. Because one thing you know, I can preach. So you're not gonna have me around you. And you're trying to alienate me from even things that's going on in the community. You really don't want me there, because I ain't gonna fall for the bullshit that y'all fall for. I'm not going to address the white folk and the white churches and let them rob us of what we should be getting in our communities, because y'all want to be accepted by the Life Church and all them people. I'm not going to do that. So I told Dale the other day that I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm burned out. I am. I'm burnt. I am burned out on you religious folk. I'm burned out on you Christian folk. I'm burned out on you church folk. I'm burned out on you people who say that you are believers. I'm burned out on you people that say that you want truth, but you're scared to accept truth. I'm burned out. I work 7 days a week. Last 2 or 3 days, I've been falling asleep on a dime, because I only sleep about 4 or 5 hours every day. I plan on sleeping to about 10. I'll be at church by 11 in the morning, but I plan on sleeping. I told Dale, and I have enough food there, because I asked for your help. A few of you did. I must admit that. Thank you. But most of you wouldn't, because of your hate for me, like you hate Dr. Harrington. Many of you are stupid enough to believe that because it's a church, it's a 501c3, that I get government money. That ain't the way it works. Hell, what I get taxes off of a roll of toilet tissue, taxes off of this, and I ain't buying that much. But you won't support real ministry. Y'all like the bullshit. You like that preacher who pretends he don't cuss. You like the one that pretends he don't have a drink. You don't like the one that says, yeah, I like a big booty, big titty girl. I sure do. And ain't gonna take that back. So I told Dale, because my plan had been tomorrow to feed 200 families. Not only could I not get any donations from, I couldn't get no volunteers. Everybody at Naked Truth had a damn excuse. Somebody dead. Funeral homes ought to be busy tomorrow. I know he got 9 funerals tomorrow. Everybody got an excuse. And I want to thank Nicole, who said, look, I'll come volunteer tomorrow. I'll bring some of my friends. No, no. I'm burned out. I am. I'm just tired. I'm tired of helping a people that don't like me. That makes me a damn fool. I'm tired of feeding people. And one of the sad things about it is, not one person have I fed visited the church. Not one. Not one family. Out of nearly 500 families. That is 500 families, a little bit over 500. Not one individual has came by the church on a Sunday morning. So it's frustrating. If it was not for my strong conviction that God called me to this, I shut the church down. And I've been close on 2 or 3 occasions. But I'm fearful of what God will do to me if I don't do what he say. And that's the only fear I got is God. I don't give a damn about you niggas. But I thought about it. I thought about, why do you keep on doing this? Why do you keep on wanting to feed people? Hell, you fat and fine. You can eat any way you want to eat. Why are you taking all of your resources for ministry? And nobody wants to contribute to you because they don't like you. They don't want to help feed other folk because they don't like you. So my mindset, I'm all messed up in the head because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of helping Negroes that don't like me. You take my groceries with a smile on your face. I don't like this nigga, but I'm gonna take these groceries now. Here we can eat this week. So I'm not doing it tomorrow because basically we didn't have any volunteers to help Dale. And I ain't going out there packing. I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't work at Pick Pack. I didn't work at Kroger's, Monteese's. I never learned how to bag no damn groceries. So I ain't gonna go out there and bag them. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not. If I provided the groceries, damn, I would think that somebody would want to come and help us volunteer. Kiki, by any means you gone. Wait a minute, let me make sure. Because sometimes I get the wrong somebody. But that's it. I'm tired. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this other stuff. And I'm reading on social media. Don't let them block your blessings. You ain't blocking my blessings. You blocking yours. You the one hungry. You the one in need. Hell, when I leave here tonight, I'm gonna go and eat and have me a drink. You blocking your own blessings. You hurting the community by thinking that you're hating me. Hurts me. I'm gonna keep on driving that great big car that I drive, living in my house. I'm gonna keep on living the way I live because God got me. But I ain't gonna keep on letting you niggas make no damn fool out of me either. Now God gave me some senses. How many of you supposed to have? How many senses you supposed to have? Well, you must lack a few. You don't know the number either. Was it 10, 7, whatever it was? 5 senses? 5. Hell, well, I had 10 then. I'll take my 10. But I'm tired. I'm real tired. I'm real tired. I'm real frustrated. But Sunday morning, I plan to preach. I plan to preach Sunday morning. I invite you to be there on Sunday morning. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. You want me to keep on doing that. You want me to keep on feeding folk. Put that PayPal up there, that information. You want to prove to me? I'm going to prove to you that you don't give a damn about me. I'm going to prove to you that you don't give a damn about this community. You don't give a damn about me feeding folk. And I don't want nothing from you. God got me. The only thing that keeps me going is my belief in God. The only thing that keeps me halfway healthy from dealing with the stress that I deal with. If y'all had the stress that I got, if y'all had the bills that I have every month, when I look at business and I look at the church, I'm in the hole every month if I don't make $20,000 or more a month. I was so grateful for this political season. Ooh, I wish y'all could find something else to run for. But if I don't make $20,000 a month, I can't sustain business. I can't sustain the church. And the church is being sustained by me. I'm not going to even say it to members because they happy with $100 on the table. The boys and girls mentoring class. I ain't got no little children. My children grown. I ain't got to be wasting my time with your boys and your girls. But I feel so good when I talk to young boys and we deal with the young girls and we change their mindset and we change their perspectives on life. There it is. You want me to keep on feeding folks? Then show me. Show me. If I can do $600-700, little money, I'll keep on. And next Saturday, I'll turn the 200 loose. You know, but I feel so unappreciated. I put over $300,000 of my money in the last 3 years into ministry. I could have took me 2 or 3 cruises, maintained that house that I had, that I gave up so that I gave it up for a year to do ministry. I could have bought, what's that car I've been wanting the car, this vehicle I've been wanting for the last 2 years. I could have paid for it cash. I want a black on black extended Escalade. I could have bought it. But no, I believe in ministry. A ministry that does not pay me. Yeah, y'all talking about he make money off, hey, baby, $100, my dinner gonna cost that Sunday. That's all come. I ain't gonna have, y'all be on the live looking, he ain't got nobody in the church, but I'm gonna preach my ass off for that 10. I'm gonna preach my ass off for the thousands that's watching me on social media. But I'm burned out. I am. There it is. I'm gonna leave that up all night long. And I bet you at 9 o'clock, we won't have $300. Probably won't even have $200. Make me a liar. Send me $50, $25. Come on. This your payday. You talk about what other pastors do. They out here. But you never mention, as much as I've been on TV, on the news, if I do anything wrong, it's gonna make the front page. I'm gonna make the lead story. But isn't it strange to you That those same TV stations that set up right now in their newsroom waiting to see what I'm going to say each and every night. They wouldn't mention that I was feeding folk. They didn't bring no cameras out to the church when cars were wrapped around the church coming to get some free groceries. Because that's a positive spin on a strong black man that don't give a damn about what they say about you. That you're gonna stand for what you believe in. All right, there it is. I'm gonna leave it up. Ain't nothing gonna come through. I did, I, and I, it's fine. Any way the wind blows tonight is cool with me. I'm gonna take a commercial break. Then when I come back, I want to deal with. Still got plenty of time. Is forgiving your enemies overrated? We'll be back after these commercial messages. All right, let me go through this. Pam, you gone. Graph 100, you gone. All right, y'all, tap it out on Instagram. Your 1 hour is up, so you'll come back. I'm gonna try to sleep 10 hours tonight. Let's go to the office about 11 tomorrow.
You gonna sleep for 10 hours, okay.
I get to bed about 12. I'm going to the bar. Give me something to eat. Have me a couple of drinks. I'm gonna get in bed about 12. Get up about 10. Be in the office about 11. Did y'all like that fuck you Friday message today on Instagram? See if there's anything on the
35.
physical 60 over here. You can't come on the page without a face. Sweet sexy motherfucker, why the fuck would I want you to join me live? Idiot motherfucker, this is a goddamn TV show. What the fuck you got to talk to me about? Then you took a picture.
10 seconds.
All right.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
And thank you and welcome back. Put it back up. T. I want to see if you really want me to help folk, keep on feeding folk. If you next Saturday you really want me to feed 200 families, because that's what we got food left for, about 200 separate families. Okay. And then if that works, I'll do what I need to do in November and December. There it is. Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministries, PayPal.me/help support group. I've received $60 over here on the Cash App. What you got over there on the
35.
35? Okay. So, y'all talk that talk, but you ain't about it. You ain't about what you talk about. You talk about preachers don't help nobody, and here I am, one that helps folk. But I ain't gonna spend all my money no more. I'm sorry. If you want me to help people, then I need at least $500 tonight. I ain't gonna ask you for no thousands. Let me say something. Let me get into something now that I really want to say. This whole situation coming up out of Dallas, Texas. Amber Geiger was convicted of murder. I found it strange that Judge Kemp, I believe her name is Kemp, told the jury that they could use this law that's very similar, which is the same thing as the stand your ground rule. Let me make it also plain that even though the jury said 10 years, in the state of Texas, like most states, the trial judge has discretion as to whether or not to go with that or add some time on. This judge did not. What disturbed me not only was the 2 years, 10 years rather she got. The stand your ground rule of killing somebody in their house. Bolton, what is it, John or Jean? What's how they pronounce it, Jean or John? I don't know. Bolton is his first name. Was killed by this white police officer. But when I looked at the brother sitting there in tears, John, can I get a hug? So what the fuck? I mean, what the hell? Can I get a hug? I want to give her a hug. Yes, you can give her a hug. Never seen that before. Never seen where a judge will allow a defendant and someone on the stand make contact. Never saw that. So he comes down, she runs into his arms and wraps her arms around his neck. Yeah, neither they may not be from this country, but hell, they've been here long enough to understand some things. They whisper for a whole minute. Whole minute. The judge allows them to hug and interact. Now that's strange. I looked at the way she ran into his arms and he held her in his arms as though they were familiar with each other. I noticed in the court that while Amber Geiger was sitting there, that a black female officer just started playing in her hair, fixing her hair. Then I saw the judge start to cry. Ooh, I had to give you this time. Comes down from the bench, comes around, hugs the girl too. Then go and gives the girl a Bible. Where was the separation of church and state there? Tell her to read John 3:16. This is going to make you through. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Let me go back to the brother again. Not only did he hug her, I don't want her to go to jail. Wait a minute, your brother's dead. She said she came into the wrong apartment, shot your brother dead, would not help administer CPR, let your brother die, and you hugging it. See, if I was Bolton, and I don't want to be him because he's dead, I'd hunt his ass. I'd come back and hunt his ass forever. Man, how the you gonna hug this bitch? And she done shot me. But let me give you my synopsis on this. I believe that Bolton knew Amber. I do not believe that she made a mistake in going to the apartment, parking on the wrong floor. I don't believe that. How did she get in? They said the door was cracked. On doors that have them things them that the door just automatically closes tight. How'd she get in? I believe that the boy let her in. I believe that there was an affair going on between the two. And I believe that the brother knew about the relationship that was going on. When I look again at her running into his arms, it was not as though you're running into the arms of a stranger, but someone that you're familiar with. Now, here comes my issue. Well, let me go back. The brother says, let me read here. I know if you go to God and ask him, he'll forgive you. I love you like everyone else. I'm not going to hope you rot and die. I personally want the best for you. I wasn't going to say it in front of my family. I don't even want you to go to jail. I want the best for you because I know that's exactly what both of them would want for you. Give your life to Christ. I think giving your life to Christ is the best thing both of them would want for you. I forgive you. Now I've seen preachers, good church folks, even preachers here in Memphis, talking about it's the Christian thing to do. That God is pleased. This is what Jesus would want. You can't kill my brother. You can't kill my sister. You can't kill my auntie. And I hope the best for you. See, we're taking some things out of human nature. Some of y'all so heavily you ain't no damn earthly good. Oh, thank you, Jesus. He's forgiven her. Hell, I would want the bitch to rot. Bitch, I don't like you. I don't care about you. Bitch, you killed my brother. You took my brother away from me. Bitch, I don't like you. I don't care about you. I'm not about to ask the judge to not let her go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. My brother ain't here, but I don't want him to go to jail. Something is missing out of this. I think forgiveness is overrated. We just gonna forgive you. In the name of Jesus, I forgive you. We are the most forgivingest folk in the world. That's the reason what happened in Memphis happened last night. That's the reason this is happening, because white folk understand, white folk know that no matter what they do to us, we're going to forgive. We forgave them for slavery. We forgive them for every atrocity that is performed on black folk in this country. Or we know you didn't mean you, Mr. White Man. You raped my mama. She been wanting to marry anyway. You just did her a favor. We are a group of sick people. Yeah, y'all forgive. And then you preachers with that forgiveness, come on, stop the bullshit. That's exactly what it is. Brother pastors, what if this happened to your daughter, your wife, your sons? Would you actually stand up and say, forgive them, for they know not what they do? Judge, I don't want them to go to jail. Yeah, they killed my child, but I don't want them to go to jail. Shabba dabba doo, dabba dab. I don't, oh, no, sir, I don't want them to go to jail. The Bible says, love your enemies. No, I'm going to stay away from my enemies. I'm going to stay away from them. If I know you, my enemies, you might be a friend of me, so I might not call on yet. But why are black folk so damn forgiving to everybody but us? Now, we ain't going to forgive each other. We're going to hold something against each other for 29 years. What y'all fall out about? Hell, I don't know. It was back in 1968. He said something to me. We don't forgive each other at all. Man, I'm sorry. Man, get out my face. Get your sorry ass up out my face. You sure enough sorry. That's our attitude. Something's wrong. Could you have forgiven? Could you have forgiven Amber if Amber had taken the life of your loved one? Do you think that they know each other? I'm going to take a commercial break, then I'm going to open up the phone lines. They knew each other. It's something stinking in the kitchen, and it ain't just the burnt greens. Something wrong with this. Are you one of them Christians that somebody could kick your ass, somebody could kill you? Oh, praise the Lord Jesus. I had an ass whooping coming. Are you? And I'm tired of you phony, fake ass bishops, elders, apostles, bishops, potentates. Y'all, come on, because you want to be seen. You want folks to think you so damn holy. I ain't that damn holy. I love God. Have you killed my cat? I ain't gonna even like your ass. And I ain't got none. I ain't gonna like you. I ain't gonna ask God to forgive you. God, send that motherfucker straight to hell. Put him in the hot part. Don't start him off in the cool part of the fire. Put him deep in the hot part of the fire. I forgive you. Killed your brother. And now y'all want to be friends. Ain't that some doo-doo? Why you take down my little offering thing? I'm going in a minute. Don't pull it down too early. Praise the Lord. Because I want to see if these Negroes really want me to do anything to feed the hungry people. I don't know who this is calling me on this phone. You got anything else on PayPal over there? Have you? $500, and I'll keep on doing it. I'll do it next Saturday, and we'll feed those 200. But if y'all ain't gonna help, and then we got a time to get some volunteers for next Saturday. Mhm. But if y'all ain't gonna help, ain't nothing I'm gonna do. Let's take a break, and we'll be back. God damn. I'm so tired. Do I look like I'm tired?
Yes.
You be glad to sleep long in the morning?
Yes.
Me not calling you at 5:45 when I'm on there?
You're
Yes.
You're going there tomorrow.
Oh, I don't. Is it too late for the Supreme Court to take it up and have a retrial? You got the file. Nothing's gonna happen to it. She's gonna do 2 to 5, if that long, and be out. I'm gonna accept no, what the fuck I'm gonna accept a live request from a motherfucker unrelevant? What the fuck you want me to take a live request from you? Man, fuck you. This is a goddamn TV show. Man, get your motherfucking ass off my goddamn page. Fuck you think I want to talk to you non-relevant motherfuckers? Put the thing back up there too.
Okay. In five, four, three, two.
And thank you so much. You want to help with the food program? You want us next Saturday to feed those 200 families? Uh, then what I need to do? There it is. Show me. Show me. We'll feed those 200 next week. Next month, we'll try to do the whole 500 around Thanksgiving and Christmas. There it is. Show me. Show me that you believe in what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm the cuss. Yes, I'm the cussing pastor. Yes, I cuss. I have a master's in cussology. Working on my doctorate. But I'm out here doing the work. Black folk, we've got to do for us. Now, I said this with the food program. I don't give a damn what color you are when it comes to you being hungry. If you white, I'm gonna feed you. If you Japanese, we gonna feed you. We got a bunch of rice too, but we're gonna feed everybody. We got food over there next week for 200 families that you'll eat at least a week. God, I just need your help to do. Leroy, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. There it is. Cash App Naked Truth Ministries. Or go to paypal.me/help support group. This is where you need to tithe. Because see, I'm going to do a show on the tithe. Because they bullshitting y'all about the tithe and the offerings. They bullshitting you about you going to be cussed with a cuss if you don't give your 10%. That's bullshit. Lord, they ain't going to want, they going to sure enough get mad when I do that one. Y'all giving your 10% on a Sunday morning, and you ain't got 1% to get you no dinner after you leave the church. You can't even go to church's chicken. Get you a 3-piece and some peppers and some coleslaw, some of them nice potatoes and gravies that they got, and get you a large Coke. You ain't got enough of that, but you done fed into the bullshit of the church. I think next Sunday I'm gonna do that old sermon, bullshit from the pulpit. I ain't gonna do it this Sunday, but I think I'm gonna do that one next Sunday. Bullshit from the pulpit. Y'all like the bullshit from the pulpit? Yeah. Mm-hmm. There it is. Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministry. Show me. Nina, I bet you'll be at church next Sunday, won't you? I'm looking for you to Sunday too. So don't drink up all of the good wine. Be at church Sunday morning, Nina. But this, I'm not gonna forgive you. I'm not gonna forgive you. I'm not gonna forgive you if you kill my loved one. What was on the press conference today? I missed the press. I've been busy all day. There is something missing. There's a fly in this buttermilk somewhere. they knew each other. Didn't I hear the daddy today? Did I read? Maybe I just saw it somewhere. The daddy said he want to be friends. Dale, you saw that?
Yes.
The daddy said, "Come on now." The daddy saying now, "Can we be friends?" Where the hell they come from? Huh? There is something. See, there's something wrong. I believe the whole trial was rigged. I don't believe, even though the prosecutor said she's got to serve 5 years, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. The daddy said, "Can we be friends?" Where they from there?
I don't know.
They ain't Americans, is it?
No.
Somebody said the jury gave a press conference to members, said they could not give her more than 10 years because she was remorseful. So the bitch can get up and cry. Ooh, that's what you do when you're on the stand. You cry and lie. Come on. You don't want to go. Even had her ugly little mama get up there. Hands shaking, toilet tissue wiping her nose. Somebody said, "Lord, don't get no boogers on the folks' stuff." Ooh. Do you not understand that all of the auntie got up there, the other black girl they were good friends? Do you not understand that the defense rehearses all of what you gonna say before they put you on the stand? Come on, you're supposed to cry. Hell, if I'm facing life, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna kick, I'm gonna holler, I'm gonna roll in the floor. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill him. Oh Lord, I didn't mean to kill him. I didn't mean to kill him. I didn't mean to kill him. Oh Jesus. Oh Lord, have mercy. Why did I do it? I didn't mean it. Now I'm gonna look at the family. Oh, I didn't. Oh Lord, Jesus, I'm so sorry. I don't know what got into me that night. It must have been the drugs I was taking. Lord, forgive me, Jesus. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, Jesus. Forgive me. Put a little spit in my hand before I do it. Make my eyes all morsel, rub my eyes till they red. She conned you all. But the judge was a part of the con. The judge who was endorsed for office by the Dallas Police Association. When have you seen a judge come off the bench and hug somebody? It gonna be all right. Yeah, everything gonna be all right. Yes. Let me give this Bible. Separation of state and church. Separation of state and church. I'm sorry. This forgiveness stuff is overrated. I'm sorry. And all you preachers that's out here, I've been watching preachers today write these long essays on forgiveness. Then I saw one preacher, Jesus. I saw this one preacher, a Memphis preacher. He writes this whole essay on forgiveness. How, as a Christian, you supposed to forgive. What's wrong?
No.
Oh, okay. How you supposed to forgive. And I said, Doc, that's all right. That's the. Then I kept on reading this nigga wrote, see, Jesus forgave him when they crucified him on the cross. They put nails in his hands, they put nails in his feet. And he said, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Well, she knew what she was doing. And second of all, that was Jesus. Jesus knew that he was going to be all right. Jesus already knew that he was going to die, and in 3 days, he was going to get up. Jesus knew that. Bolton, or whatever his name is, he ain't getting up. So all you holier than thou, shaky Jake ass Christians, come off the bullshit. Come on off of it. Because y'all know y'all lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You lying. You know that if that was your family member, your loved one, that you would not forgive. You couldn't forgive. You would not. You'd be mad. You wouldn't be trying to make friends with the murderer. But I'm sure that there's a lot more that we're going to find out about this particular killing. Something's missing in this. There is something that is missing in this. Something that is missing. I'll need with $200 more. 200 more. You want me to keep on doing what I'm doing? You want me to keep on feeding folk? Come on. Let's raise this money real quick with your 25s and your 50s, and we'll do it. Next Saturday, we'll get a crew. If I gotta go get me some Mexicans. We'll do what we need to do in this community. But when it comes to this situation here, I'm sorry, y'all. I think, old boy, from what y'all say, from St. Lucie, he was pumping that girl up. I believe she found out about another woman. Y'all better check to see if the girl got pregnant and got rid of the little black baby. There's something wrong in this story. Everybody that lives in that apartment has come back and said that those doors got one of them, whatever you call them, the doors, where the door just automatically closes shut. How was his door open? Well, maybe it was open because she'd already called him when she pulled up and said, I'm here. Just open the door so I can get in. Or he opened the door from the inside himself and let her in. Why, as a trained police officer, first of all, you're going to tell me you're on the wrong floor. Second of all, you enter if the door is open, you're a police officer, and you think that someone is in your place. Did she call for backup? Did she call for anyone to assist her? No, she didn't. I believe she cold-bloodedly took his life. I think that the family knew that there is a relationship. The 18-year-old brother, I just don't believe you that saved. You got that much Jesus. That you want to forgive her. Daddy, how you want to be friends with her? I hope we can be friends. Why? They asked her the question in court, did she mean to kill him? She said yes. Something is wrong. There's a missing link in this story. There's a missing link. There's a missing piece to this puzzle. Judge Kemp, very weird behavior throughout the whole trial. It's a shame, yeah. It's. Would you be able, and I'll continue some of this on Monday night, would you be able to forgive that easily if that was your loved one? Does forgiveness mean that what happened is okay? Forgiveness is supposed to be the most beautiful form of love. Is it just that easy to love someone who has taken the life of someone else that you love? I just don't see it. I just don't think so. I don't think so. I couldn't love someone that killed my brother. I can remember. I got a brother that at 16 years old to be accepted took a murder rap for some guys in the community. They killed, we used to call it the market man. You know, the guy that drove around in the community selling fruit and vegetables. My brother did about right at 20 years. He was 16 when he went in. he was heavily institutionalized. He was a juvenile when he went in. He went to only Tennessee to the juvenile prison, but he got stabbed 8 times there, so they transferred him to the wall. He got out, and he wasn't the same, but then I couldn't really say what the same was because he was 16 when he went to prison. Got out in the streets with the wrong folk, doing any and everything wrong with folk, messing with that crack. I remember having to put him out of my mama's house because he was stealing. Locked the door. My brother would take the air conditioner. Y'all remember the air conditioners that you used to just put in the wall? That was before Central. My brother had a warrant. He was living on the streets. Found out he had a warrant. I took him and put him in a hotel for 3-4 days. Made sure he ate. Then took him and turned him in. That was my brother. Then my brother was sleeping on the streets, hanging with them crackheads. And it was Halloween day. My mother calls me and says, they found Glenn, even though he was using a Muslim name. You know, everybody gets to be a Muslim when they're in prison. Jabbar. I never would call him Jabbar. I call him Glenn. That was his name. And then I found out, hell, you'll eat some barbecue. But my brother went up in a crack house with some other crackheads down on Breedlove. And they were all doing their thing. And my brother did too much and started having spasms or something. And all the other junkies in the house ran off and left him. They left my brother to die in the house. My mama called me, told me what had happened. Somebody came and told me and gave me the name of the person that ran the crack house, who was in there and left my brother to die. I got my 12 gauge Mossberg from beside the bed and went to the scene. I lived at that time in Cordova, so it took me, in morning traffic, it took me about 45 minutes to get there. When I got there, police was there. I wouldn't even do what I wanted to do. I didn't want to forgive him. And God has a way of working things out. Some kind of way, that particular individual ended up, you know, I mean, karma comes and gets you. That particular individual ended up deceased. I think he had a heart attack or something. But I could not forgive him. No matter how saved, sanctified, baptized I was, I wanted him dead. There was no forgiveness. If I could go dig him up and kill him again and bury him again, I'd do that. That's a natural response. The response of this brother, it ain't natural to me. The response of this father, it ain't natural to me. The response I'm getting from all these weak ass preachers and pastors putting on posts on Facebook, what would Jesus do? I ain't Jesus. I ain't gonna try to be Jesus. I could not forgive you. It is beyond my stretch of imagination to even comprehend what is going on. And I think that we're going to find out that there's some missing pieces to this story. I don't understand the judge. I don't even understand the judge allowing the defendant and a witness to make contact. I don't understand how the court, the judge, allowed a bailiff to run her fingers through this woman's hair. There's so much. Were they all a part of a bigger plan, a bigger scheme? We'll talk more about it next week. How much time I got, T? I got 2 minutes. Okay. I've given you my synopsis tonight on the election. I think that in Memphis, we are not prepared for leadership. I think that black folk are the craziest folk on the planet in this city. We don't care about each other. We have no unity with each other. And the white man is always going to be better for us than we can think that we can be for ourselves. That's just us. On the Cash App, we will see what we can do on next Saturday. We're going to be looking for volunteers, and we'll tell you about that on Monday. All right, Sunday morning, join me at 10 a.m. at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, 3835 Raleigh Millerton Road. We start promptly at 10 a.m. Until we meet again, hey, and don't forget, Monday morning from 6 until 9. And that's Monday through Fridays. The best in blues is played by me on AM 1600 WMQM. Until we meet again, top of the evening to you.
You froze on here.
Huh? Yes. How much you get on that?
210.
Thank you. Huh?
210.
Okay.